Hey guys here. So there's some big changes to chemistry this year, and I want to go through it. Shout out to Trumpet Monkey over there on the other side of the screen. He is going through them from the EA Game Changers program. I'll link his channel in the description. Go ahead, go give him a follow. Solid dude. All right, let's get to it right away. There's the new upgrade screen as we saw from the preview. Core Elites now get physical chems. We do have a little bit of scheme chem, physical chem right there and there. So there you go. You upgrade them here, then you gotta pay for them right here. Let's get into. He goes through physical chems first. Sprinter. There looks to be very little changes on these things outside of, change of direction and agility. Now that agility got like split in half. I mean, agility already was slightly less important than speed, and it just got cut in half. But they did say 1 and 1, so it's basically the same as last year. Even though it shows like it's more, it's the same stat cut in half. So it's kind of a side grade. But basically, physical chems haven't changed, and I don't know, man. Like, I feel like we talked about this quite a bit this previous year, how much we didn't like physical chems because they basically end the game in January. Because you can get to 99 speed. I think like the first that Deion Sanders that'll come out Thanksgiving maybe ish, or usually when he comes out it's like 99 speed. And like, oh, so he's end game. It's like, I guess, and we can't go over 100, so like 99 speed is just it. I don't know why it feels like they stopped listening to us over this last year or so. It is frustrating. Maybe it's just frustrating me. Maybe you guys absolutely love physical chems, and that's fine. I don't love because what it does to the game down the road, and they could have definitely redid these things so they didn't include speed, because speed is by far the most important thing in Madden. If you play Madden for a while, there's nothing even close to how important that is. So Brawler, 40 components. It is 40 instead of 30. Also, we'll go up to the other ones, which go up to 50 instead of 30. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. It's just something we'll have to adapt. You're going to see a lot of this. It's going to be expensive as hell right away, right? Because like 750 training early on in the game is like enormously pricey. And it's going to add a little bit to the pay to win early on. It's going to be a lot larger than it is later in the year too. So that's also one thing that physical chems provide, is a more pay to win advantage. But it is what it is, right? That's the game. So balanced. So I think I'm just gonna let Trumpet run through a lot of these things, and he basically is showing it all the way up to 50. As he goes along, he's kind of talking here. Let's skip forward. Yeah. So like a ton of things are getting boosted with balanced O players. You can now how you get up to 50. There's coaches now, which he goes through, and he's go through defense. So there's balanced O. Let's go over. I mean, it's basically a little bit of everything. Go deep here. He counts down the number of throw powers. Throw power can get upgraded by 4 now if you count them up on go deep. What's crazy that play fake has throw power also this year, so it's a lot more wide, and the boosts are a lot more intense this year for these scheme chems. We also have theme team chems, and theme teams also have the +2 speed, which we'll get to in a bit. So we're getting a lot of speed again. We're getting a lot of bonuses to coverage, bonuses to throw power, bonuses to catching. You see that? Throwing the pressure. So whether you like it or not, it's basically the same as last year, but more intense. And I don't actually mind these like alternate, I would say, things getting boosted. Like speed's the biggest differentiator, but then like the alternate stuff, the other like more mental type of attributes versus physical, I'm fine with them getting kind of an intense boost. That's not too bad to me. But there they are. It is kind of insane. He goes through each one of them all the way up to 50. West Coast here, +2 awareness, +2 stamina on the top one. The awareness, I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, what does awareness really do? What does it really mean? It doesn't mean as much as we'd like it to. Like, we'd like guys, with big brains to perform better than, just fast physical creatures. Because playing football is more just how fast you are, more than just how fast you are on a track. And he's going through play fake here. As you see, play fake has a throw power, zone run, carry, ball carrier vision, juke, run block, finesse, run block, which is the more important one. Because finesse doesn't really, at least previous years testing, finesse didn't really do anything. Same with power. It's just based on run block. Whereas pass block, finesse, pass block, power definitely matters. Impact block, lead block, that kind of stuff there. Break tackle on power run. Impact block was there's impact block there. Lead block's the important one on offense. Impact's more for defense. So, yeah, kind of intense, kind of cool. I think he then goes through... here the theme team. Let's go up here. Las Vegas Raiders theme team. You get strength, impact. So, I think you're going to see a lot of theme teams even early on because all the masters, level master, mutt master, team captains all can get every single team. So that's an immediate at least 3, and especially if you can get multiple team chems, which I don't think you can on those guys, but you might be able to on other cards down the road. A lot of theme teams are going to happen. So you want at least, a minimum of maybe, 25 for the +1 speed, at least on your important skill positions. So we're going to see a lot of San Francisco 49ers theme teams again that can have Randy Moss, Rice, Owens, maybe Young if he comes out. But those kind of cards going forward, and it is what it is. So theme teams are back, chemistries are back. Not a whole lot changed, but it did get more intense. Here goes to Balance D, which is basically a little bit of everything for everybody. Not a bad first one to go for, especially since it's free right there. So like if you start off your game and you just go with Balanced O, Balanced D, I don't think that's too big of a deal. Lockdown and the other ones, run stuff, pass rush are more specialized. Here it is, Lockdown. You're getting the extra man coverage, zone coverage. There's more zone man. Like isn't it? It's +5 man and +5 zone, right? Do we count them? All right, so 1 zone, 2 zone, 3 zone, 4 zone, auto zone, 5 zone. So +5 zone and man. So like once you get to 94 zone and man on our cards, game's kind of over. I'm a little, frustrated that they kind of do it like this. They don't, there's no rating stretch, right? If they don't want to go over 100, stretch out the ratings, right? Start guys, do like MLB The Show. MLB The Show has guys with 1 speed. If you're a catcher and you can't run the base, if you're Albert Pujols, you have fucking 8 speed. And then you have guys like Ricky Henderson with 99 speed. And that just makes more sense to me than basically doing a 1 to 99 scale and only using 50 to 99. But you know what? Mutt is how it is. And I don't know. Maybe they're afraid of people complaining about changes. I don't know. I'm more frustrated by things being the same than changing. And that it is there. Pass rush, power, finesse. So we have +5 power and finesse. Yeah, there's going to be a huge advantage. Especially with how close player ratings are on overalls, there's going to be a huge advantage to putting these things on and going for it. But, abilities are also very powerful, so we'll see how the stats play against what abilities show. There he is going through the Raiders. Here's the head coach, Jon Gruden, that he's going through. Chemistries and positions. You upgrade it there with your training. Sorry, way over there that he's pointing to. So you upgrade it there. Keep going forward, and then you got Balanced O. So you got kind of chemistries there, which are different than, say, coach chemistry, stadium chemistry, and uniform chemistry that we had last year. So it's just another guy to add on to your team, and you get 10 slots there. It gets more expensive as you go through the slots. The Raiders Stadium here, this basically does +1. So Raiders rushing. This is more theme team based just for the Raiders. You see what I'm saying? So like the Raiders Stadium and like that kind of stuff. That's the same as was last year. The only thing we lost off that kind of theme team boost on those is that we lost the coach. So now it's just stadium. We'll go down to the max number, 28, 40. 40. I'm trying to stop it on 40. We'll see if Trumpet can get there. Come on, get there. There it is. 40 components now for the stadium. As he's gonna keep, he's just showing off all the balance though. We don't have to see this as much. It's an addition to only the Raiders players. It only boosts the Raider players. So there's the stadium. He's gonna go into, there you go, uniforms. So when he clicks on this, he doesn't click on it, but it's basically the same thing where it boosts Raiders based off uniform, stadium, that kind of stuff. And there's 10 here. There you go. Wait, 10, 20, 30. I must be missing something. I'm definitely missing something because there's 40 opportunities in the coach chemistry. Did he talk about the coach chemistry being either one? Weird. I'm kind of fucked up here. But we'll figure it out pretty soon. Anyways, chemistries look way more intense this year, especially with how much boost you can get to the important stats that are non-speed. Speed and other stats, they're looking mighty intense. All right, take it easy. That's it for the video. Definitely get your chemistries up. The best one to go for are always on offense. The throw power boost for passing is the most important. Run block, break tackle if you're running the ball. And on defense, block shed, the zone and man, or the pass rush moves. So they're all pretty powerful depending on what you want to max out. And it really depends on your abilities. And we'll talk about more about theme build and team building going forward to kind of get in depth. But it's so much on an individual basis on which cards you have and which ones you want to boost, because you want to make your strength stronger. You don't necessarily need to cover up weaknesses. You can do that with scheme. But there you go. Let's watch Call to Action. See you tomorrow.